And I went, why? He says, because back in the early days, you just played on like the dance floor. He says, no, we've built a stage. I go, whoa, happy days. Like John and Tommy from Ampac and Bangor, best sound ever. They would be the providing the equipment, a stage, and an audience that were like glued to everything. And we'll play original material, and then we'll play some covers and stuff as well. But I walked in this day, and I looked and I went, wow, a stage, happy days, So I was going to be elevated, felt like I was in along with the big boys sort of thing. The second song that we would ever do, because we would start off with Separate Ways, and then we would go into a song called Tugging on My Heartstrings. And Tugging on My Heartstrings is a very bouncy song, so dun, 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 and I would be dun, dun, and getting everybody to to do the same thing. So we did Separate Ways, and that was great, and then launched into Tugging on My Heartstrings, and everything's because the bounce bit didn't happen until I started basically singing with the drums and the bass was all in. So Stevie Prosser, he started off the intro, drums, bass, guitar kicked in. I'm jumping up and down and going to everybody, come on everybody, let's have a good time tonight. And disappeared down through the stage. Whatever, I don't know what it was made of, but it wasn't made sufficiently strong enough to hold a bouncing singer. and I disappeared down through. Now, obviously not my whole body, which it would actually have been better if that had happened, because then I could have crawled out and looked as if I was. But I was stuck with splinters coming up, so I'd fallen through up to my tummy sort of thing. So I couldn't go down because there was nowhere to go down to, because and I couldn't come back up because the splinters were digging into my sides, and if I had raised myself up, they would have. So I knew that I needed, somebody to come and help, and really help. But the show must go on, So I sang, and a good friend of mine, Alan Cook, he'll verify this. I think Bob was there as well. Few other, but anybody in Emerald as well, and Desi would do so. That just sang on, sang the rest of Tugging at My Heartstrings up to my waist in a broken stage, and at the end of it, very gently they took the shards of wood out of the way and sort of helped me out, and then just had to do the rest of the show. Making sure that it didn't fall into the crater, which was now created in the stage. Needless to say, following week it was strengthened. It never happened again, but typical that it would happen to me, on that. But there's more stories with Desi, and I'm looking forward to telling you them anyway. But that's tonight's wee face blog. So I just thought I would give you that wee peculiar thing that happened at in my old school. And don't go to your school at night after dark. Just don't do it, because you just don't know what's there to I don't know. I've been to places, like I've been to Carndoo House. I did a photo shoot there for one of my solo albums, and I had very strong feelings when I was there. Because it was an old hospital, Victorian hospital, run down now, fenced off. We sneaked in to do the photo shoot, and actually went into the actual interior of the place, which was all run down. It was like an asylum. It was crazy. And I heard mumblings and stuff, and I thought it was the photographer talking to me, but he was outside. How and David will actually verify this and say, yeah, because I was going, what do you want? Because I was changing my clothes, and David said, what? And I went, where are you? He says, I'm at the door. Yeah, which door? The front door? But where the mumblings and the voices I was hearing were from the next room, run down, wooden walls. Oh, man. So I got changed. We actually walked around the outside of Kerndew House to see if there were actually other people. But there couldn't have been any other people because it was fenced off. And the odd time you would see somebody, one person or whatever, but at that particular time, we checked, there wasn't one single person around, and yet this conversation was taking place inside this abandoned building. But that didn't freak me out as much as the school experience, because it was still daylight, and school, darkness, dun, 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 dun. Oh. But the thing is, as I used to say on Crime Watch, sleep well and don't have nightmares. So I'll speak to you all again, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. JJ's with me for a couple of days, so I don't want to keep him up with my big booming voice, talking about nostalgia. But before I go, there was a blog that I had to remove the other night because I had revealed too much. I think I might have mentioned it a couple of nights ago, and I had sort of revealed something about the band that was meant to be kept under wraps. But with me being me, I just talk. Whatever's in my head comes out. So I had to remove that because that was an important thing to be able to keep the powder dry of. But I'm able to say, not what it is that we're going to do, but I'm able to say that next week or maybe the week after, I'll be able to make a big announcement about something that me and Robbie and the band Monsters of Man are going to be involved in next year, which is a big event. And very relative to the sort of music that is being created at the moment, and it's going to keep the momentum. I thought I was out. Al Pacino, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in again. But I'm really looking forward to this, and hopefully I'll have confirmation or be allowed to tell you about what it is next week. Okay, so have a good evening. And I will hopefully speak to you all again. I'm going to Lindsay's tomorrow, so these will all be available apparently on TikTok. Okay, reaching a wider audience. Although most of the things that I talk about are very localized, so I'm not expecting to become a viral. But the only thing viral about me is the thing that I've been getting rid of over the last few weeks. That's been resting in my chest. Feeling much better. Obviously, hopefully I sound much better. So enjoy your Thursday. Hope you enjoyed the blog. And yeah, don't have nightmares. Although I haven't said that, by the time you see this, it'll be the morning time anyway. And I love you all. Okay? Bye-bye.